how to mix academics and then corporate. So most of the students here, the participants in this webinar today are, graduating masters, BMM media students. They have a question. They are asking, is it now the right time to immediately study post-graduation in media entertainment, or first take a job? That is one question.
Okay. Conceptually, you work for 2 years and don't go for studies is a damn good idea because you understand practice. But no one recruits you for 2 years. The moment the employer will come to know, they will not recruit you. Second thing, I always say that every food item, every medicine has an expiry date. Whatever you have been taught to are very good, but that's not enough to move ahead in the corporate ladder, to the corporate hierarchy. So ideally, if your financial and your financial financial support system can accommodate and support you, please do a post-graduation course. It's very important, or fine-tune where is your knack, which I mentioned. If you think you have copywriting, if you think you have got media planning, if you think you have got photography, if you have event marketing, do a course on that. What is the advantage of a course? You understand the discipline. You don't start from the scratch. You can approach your subject in a structured manner and then fine-tune it with the empirical realities. So my recommendation would be those who can afford it, please go for it, because otherwise in the long run, you will not be, and long run means, I'm not taking long run means 10 years. I'm talking about within the next 3 to 5 years, you'll find it difficult to move ahead because graduation is a common table stake. What will differentiate is your specialization. You look at the GPs, GPs in the medicine and the specialists. Why specialists do better than the GPs is because of the fact that you have requirements of specialists today. You can have a combination of specialist and generalist because during job it is required. And every employer prefers someone who is ambidextrous or who is skilled in multiple things and do it so that you don't have to divide the job because they're related jobs. So, and rest assured, one important point I missed out. Any job that is repeatable once or twice, rest assured it will go to a robot. Rest assured, newspaper companies will give the production room to the robots. Today, technology takes care of everything. Today, even heart stents are being put by robots. Now, are you going to compete with robots? You can never compete because of this speed that the machine, the quantum computing that is going to happen. What will be able to do, however, what a robot cannot do? Your ability to identify, your sense making, your ability to find a solution through leveraging analytics, your capability of human empathy about human feelings. I think that's what is required. So, in United States and throughout the world, developed world, they call about STEM as the future. STEM means science, technology, mathematics, and all that. But I'm saying no, STEM and also humanities. This is where ultimately, increasingly, you have to manage human beings. You have to manage ideas. Today, say for instance, even Alexa is improved up to a point. Alexa's next version can be brought out by human beings. Today, technology cannot solve COVIDs. Human scientists are doing it. So please understand that education is very important. And I would say after graduation, whoever can do it, please go for further specialization. Just one request to all of you, remain positive. I know there are enough things to make you feel negative. Human mind is like magnet. You remain positive, positive things will happen. No knowledge is lost. Please go on accumulating knowledge. You will always be relevant. You will never be obsolete. And Samir, for instance, is guiding you in the right direction. Whenever you can ask him any question in future also. And if he wants to connect with me, I can help. Because remember one thing, you need hand-holding. There's nothing wrong in whatever family says. There's nothing wrong in making a wrong choice. At least you have tried, but must be able to pivot very fast. You do not know how many times even Bill Gates have failed before he became successful. Or Steve Jobs was sacked from his job, but then Steve Jobs became Steve Jobs. So I know those are rare examples, but every chaiwala doesn't become the prime minister. But then you start selling tea doesn't mean you will be the prime minister. What is critical is your ability to be dedicated to your work, your commitment to work, while you look after family requirements and everything. But remember, what stands in good state is your own capability, your own patience, your own openness, your own positivism. That will work for you.